WWE like to brag about breaking records, and they've done it again because only 5 weeks after setting the lowest SmackDown rating of all time, they've went and done it again. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. SmackDown delivered its lowest rating in the history of the Blue brand, and Raw did its lowest rating last week in the history of the Raw and Netflix, and it did the joint lowest rating the week before that as well. And what does it all have in common? Well, we always seem to see these two guys' faces plastered over both shows. Cody Rhodes, Seth freaking Rollins. You stick them on the thumbnail, you stick them on the show, you can stick them up your arse because they aren't delivering the numbers, they aren't delivering the ratings. And this week's SmackDown, the lowest of all time, beating a record that was set just 5 weeks ago at the end of August. So WWE, they can talk about making more money than ever. They can talk about the numbers. The one number that Triple H will never talk about because he's a fucking coward, and those are the TV ratings. Why won't he talk about them? Because they're the lowest numbers that this company has ever produced.
Reese Angle, I'm looking at you, buddy. You love Cody Rhodes. You've got a wee love affair with this guy. Well, you always say, oh, but what about Roman? What about Punk? What about Cena? What about Brock? Well, it was just Cody this week, wasn't it? And what was Cody delivering? 1,030,000 viewers. We've said it's going under 1 million. And that's where it's heading. This is the trend it does. They hit the lowest, then a few weeks after, we got a wee bit, and then bang, back to reality. This is sinking. At what point do you just take the fucking belt off all these jabronis and go, you know what?
Take the L.
No, but at what point do you take the L? Well, why is Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins and other people consistent? Why is Tiffany Stratton still got the belt?
At what point does Triple H just go to TKO and say, look, should never have sold the company to you guys. I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing. We need to bring the old man back. At what point does Triple H do that? And the old man, he's past it. He's done. Here, when Vince McMahon is 6 feet under, he will still be better at booking wrestling shows than Triple fucking H. McMahon's 6 feet under is better than that 6 foot long nose Triple H has got. It's as simple as that. McMahon's always been better. McMahon will always be better. And McMahon's McMahon and Triple H is fucking Triple H. One guy created wrestling. One guy took wrestling to the top. The other guy married into it. Simple as.
No, man, we need.
And by the way, that Triple H marrying into wrestling is about time he divorced for wrestling because he's fucking awful.
The honeymoon period was decades ago. No, there needs to be an intervention here. This needs to be like Christopher Waltz in The Sopranos.
Why
just sit Triple H down and say, what the fuck are you doing?
Why couldn't Stephanie have woke up in that drive-thru?
I know.
I do. Do you take this big-nosed, boring bastard to be your husband? I do. Why the fuck couldn't she needed to wake up?
Triple H was cool then. See when Triple H was
I know, but if we knew what we were getting, then, you know.
See when Triple H was going,
I'd have got the air horn out and I'd have been blowing it in Stephanie's fucking eardrums. Be like, Steph, wake up for fuck's sake. Don't let this guy ruin the company in 25 years' time.
See when Triple H was drugging people and marrying them and killing them and battering them and leaving people bloody? That's when Triple H was great.
That's what he's doing to us now.
I know.
Not the marrying, but the burying and bloodying people.
No, how can
and putting people to sleep. That's what he's doing when you watch Raw and SmackDown, buddy.
Doing the same thing over and over again is the definition of insanity.
I used that line last night, mate.
I need to say it again. No, you can't just keep doing it. No, seriously. When is enough enough? You're laughing, right? And there'll be people watching.
Hold on, are you talking about Triple H or us?
Triple H.
Yeah, that's alright.
No, seriously. No, when is enough enough, though? No, seriously. When do you go, here, we are hitting record low. See McMahon, right? Say what you want about him. People, oh, McMahon, they went under 3 million. See when they were under 3 million, what did he do? He went for a Hail Mary, man.
He pushed the big red button.
He threw the fucking flag down, the timeout, and went, right, I'm launching this 80 yards. And more often than not, he's stuck. Triple H is getting sacked in the safety zone.
It goes under, yeah. Triple H takes a knee. He doesn't even attempt to get a pass.
He takes a knee at the first second, the first quarter.
He doesn't want the first down. He's just there to lose, isn't he? At the end of the day, Triple Fumble H. But anyway, let's look at these SmackDown ratings then. So, yeah, a few weeks ago they did. I say a few weeks ago.
Look at that.
5 weeks ago they did under. I think it was like 1.71, and it was the lowest rated. The previous lowest rated was back in July. So this is the third time now since July they set the lowest rating in SmackDown history. And it's a common trend. You look at all these shows, SmackDown and Raw, over the past couple of years. How many times have we made the video, and the title is, and it's not fake news, it's legit, lowest rating in Raw history or lowest rating in SmackDown history? They've continuously broke these records. So that just goes to show, it's not a one-off. It's not an excuse. It was Thanksgiving. People were busy partying, or nobody watched the show because Cody Rhodes was missing and they had to, it had to do with Santos Escobar instead. No, it's nothing to do with that. It's the product in general as a whole fucking sucks. And see this rating. This rating for me will no doubt be beat before the end of the year. As low as it is, I've got a feeling that it will be beat, and I've never been more confident that SmackDown is going to drop under 1 million.
Yeah, look at that best of episode in 2023. And that's in 2023 they were doing good fucking numbers, by the way. Well, I say good numbers, but compared to this shit. How not see it?
What's the best of 2025 episode going to draw, out of curiosity? If they do one?
500,000? I don't know, because, based off that, they could easily look. They don't have 1 million to lose.
Because they were losing, when they were doing over 2 million, they were losing half of that on a best of episode. So now that they're only doing just over 1 million, if you're going by the same logic and the same stats and numbers, then that would mean they're going to do about 500,000 if they lose half their audience, would be...
I don't give a fuck they were on Fox, right? Because the last episode of Fox did under 1.8 million. So to me, when you're hitting 2.6 on Fox, how the fuck are you doing 1? How can you be losing 1.6 mil in the space of 18 months?
All I know is TNA used to do over 2 million.
Yeah, no.
And that's
there's a guy we've not talked about, Tony Khan. What's he doing? No, seriously, Molotov cocktails.
I'll tell you what, AEW Dynamite, when it first started, first year and a bit, it was a lot of the shows were getting over 1 million views. So if Dynamite could have kept that going, then they'd be beating SmackDown right now. And who thought we'd ever be saying that?
Is this the end of times?
It's the end of wrestling, I think, for sure. Anyway, with that said, let's get into the SmackDown clips. So we've got a few clips here that we're not going to talk about. So just taking the SmackDown ones into account. But it's interesting to see that full episodes of main event are getting under 200k these days. So
that brings me joy.
Don't think anybody... It's a guy in a mask versus Johnny Gargano, though. What the fuck do you expect? Doesn't deserve any more than that.
We gimp lover.
Right, first place, we have full match. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. 1.4 million views. Anything that's got full match or full segment just automatically increases in numbers. It's getting to the point now where I think they should just upload all that. Every clip they should have full. But then again, if they do that, then who's going to watch the show? They'll probably just watch the YouTube clips. But do we really want full Rey Fenix matches and full Siobhan Evans matches and full Tiffany Stratton segments? Probably not. But that seems to be the key to getting a good number. Just putting full match in there. Anyway.
No, seriously, another thing. Why are the Brawns, right? Why are they in a feud with two separate groups of people across two brands? They've got go away heat. I remember the days though when people used to have the free agent rule and they would appear on both shows and they were actual stars. We're giving it to the two Brawns. That's where we're at.
Aye, back in the day it was because you were actually good and you contributed and they needed you, so therefore that person's too good just to... That's when wrestling started going downhill and they needed to rely on people. Oh, he's too good to just have on one show. We need them on both to try and bring up the numbers. But the Brawns ain't bringing up... The only numbers they're bringing up is when they go to fucking KFC and Bronson Reed puts in the biggest fucking order of all time. Tsunami! That's the only... No, See when he goes to the toilet and takes a big fucking dump and it's just a WWE shite-styled logo that comes out his arse and it hits the toilet pan. That's the only tsunami that he's ever created.
Look at 2002 though, undisputed champion, Taker, Hogan, Triple H, etc, etc, etc. We're appearing on both fucking brands, man, every week. That's what we've fallen from. Now you get the Brawns. The Brawns.
Yeah, we went for the champion appearing on both shows, now to every fucking single chump appearing on both shows. Anyway, let's get into the next one then. So you have to go pretty far down the order to get number 2 in the clips. But it is Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Fakir's contract signing mayhem. We'll put mayhem in there just to try and make this sound better than it was, but in reality, it fucking sucked. 484,000 views. Third place, Paul Heyman causes tension between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton.
I'm sick of this.
477k.
No, I'm actually sick of this. Oh, it causes tension. This has been going on for years. Years, guys. Oh, see tension, right? It hits a boiling point and you need to act. I would argue Randy Orton turning on Cody Rhodes, it feels as far away as it's ever felt, by the way. See, when he first started doing it, at least then you're thinking, oh god, this is imminent. We're talking years, man! Fucking years this has went on!
Who knows, maybe WrestleMania 45, we might actually get it. Rhodes versus Randy Orton.
No, but think of it, man. Think of like some iconic title reigns or just I loved when he did that run. Some of them last week, some of them last months. A tease has lasted fucking years. People, like, think of Mattitude, for example. It didn't last that long. Think of like
Hulk Hogan. Great.
Think of Hulk Hogan's return in like 2002. It didn't last that long. It lasted to 2010. That's the way this is going. This is going to last like a fucking decade. Is Randy Orton going to be whipping out the Simmer frame, man? He's going to be licking his lips at like 59-year-old Cody Rhodes. Is that what we're dealing with? In the retirement home? Is he going to tease taking his fucking Jello from him?
I mean, Randy Orton's not much older than Cody, but either way.
No, but Randy Orton's a real star. Why is he sitting about in the back? If he wants to...
Is he?
No.
At this point in 2025, is he?
No, but...
He's an overweight jabron at this point.
Yes, but when
Randy Orton fucking sucks.
My point is, when I grew up, Randy Orton was a star that would have been fucking battering people, battering old men, battering women to get what he wanted, and now he's too afraid to
but when you grew up, Randy Orton was fucking wrestling people that mattered. In 2025, Orton's stuck in a roster that nobody could give a shit about.
Yeah, but where's the Orton that would like handcuff
Triple
H when he
well, I tell you what, you know why they don't have the legend killer Randy Orton gimmick anymore? Because there's fucking no legends to kill. I mean, honestly, who could Randy Orton go up against today as the legend killer, and you'd seriously buy it? I mean, back in 2003, 2004, pretty much everybody Orton was facing at a main event level was a fucking legend.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who it was, whether it was like a Goldberg or RBD or a Kane or
Michaels.
A Booker T or a Michaels or a Jericho. I mean, you name it. It was legends galore. He went to SmackDown, man. He's facing Undertaker, Eddie Guerrero, Batista, JBL. I mean, like Rey Mysterio. Legends fucking everywhere. Who's he going to face now? The only legends he could face are people that are still going from the era back then that he's already faced. So I mean, like, what would be the point?
You know the way they're all sellout bastards though, because when they were making a lot less under McMahon, they would have been vocal about their position. But see now that they're making all the money for TKO and all the Saudi money and all that shit, they don't give a fuck. They actually don't care. They don't care about how their characters portrayed. See, as long as their bank accounts get.
Well, look at Undertaker. I think he's the biggest example of that. Anyway, right, moving on. Number 4, The Miz ambushes Carmelo Hayes. 465,000 views.
What's this, Marine Part 8?
Not quite sure why it's getting that, but there you go. 5th place, Damian Priest helped Sami Zayn defeat Aleister Black. Oh, yeah. US Open Challenge. Congratulations. Or is it Intercontinental? I don't know what belt he's got. I don't give a fuck. Which one is it? Wait, if he's got... Well, who's got the other one?
I think it's the Middle East Championship or something.
No, wait, who's got the other belt?
Dominic.
So it is.
Who cares?
So it's the US one, Sami Zayn's got...
That house coat robe's got more fucking star power than those belts.
Right, 6th spot we've got... Damian Priest again destroys Kit Wilson. 250,000 views. I don't know what's worse, Damian Priest and Kit Wilson in a segment, or the fact that the person behind the WWE media account has put in again to insinuate and suggest that this has already happened. And is this something we should be repeating? I know WWE like to repeat the same shit because they've got nothing new and creative, but holy fuck.
Yo.
You're scraping the barrel if you're having Damian Priest and Kit Wilson doing the same shit every week.
See if Damian Priest came out with a double barrel shotgun and shot Kit Wilson off the rafters.
Would he even make the news?
And he landed in the ring. I don't even think it would be the highest view clip. That's the fucking state of those two.
7th spot, we've got Sol Ruka and Saria take down Chelsea Green and Alba Fire. 212k. Nobody fucking matters. Nothing else matters, as Metallica would say, but really what seriously does not matter is the clip here that is in last place, 8th place. Rey Fenix and Javon Evans versus Los Garza. 202k. 4 days ago uploaded, just scraping the 202,000 barrier. And am I surprised? No. It's Rey Fenix, a jobber in a mask, teaming up with Siobhan Evans, a jobber from NXT, taking on two jobbers that should have been released well over 5 years ago in Los Garza. And I mean, how many names of this tag team, this duo had, by the way? They've changed their own names multiple times. They've changed their tag team name multiple times. Doesn't matter how many times they change their name. They themselves are never going to change. They sucked back then, they suck now, and they will forever always fucking suck. Whether they're called Carrillo or Humberto Carrillo or Berto, that doesn't matter what you call yourself. Oh, my name's Angel Garza or Angelio Garza. No, just Garza or just Angelo. Fuck off. Your name's shite. That's what you're.
Humberto Gherkin. I mean, your name can only take you so far, and their names.
No, their names never took them anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So, no, seriously, man. See, Siobhan Evans debuted last week, US Open Challenge, and already within a week he is an afterthought. See, that last week should have propelled him. See if McMahon's booking it, or if it's back in the day. See if somebody debuts.
But he sucks.
Yeah, he does.
There's nothing good.
But there's no element to protect him.
The only thing he's got is he's athletic, which is fair enough, and he's young. And here, I'll be honest, that's something I'm always complaining about in WWE. So I'm not going to be hypocritical and say that they shouldn't be pushing guys that are what is he, like 20? I think he's 20. I'm not saying they shouldn't be pushing guys like that, but like that's literally the only two things he's got going for him. The fact that he's athletic and the fact that he's young. Other than that, he's got fucking nothing going for him. He's not interesting. He's not larger than life. He's not charismatic. I don't particularly think he's a good wrestler unless you like that style. But if you think Siobhan Evans is a great wrestler, then you must think that Nathan Fraser's a great wrestler. You must think all these guys in NXTs that do flips and dives are great wrestlers. It's not a great wrestler for me. That's just people doing gymnastics at the end of the day. And yeah, he's not a great promo. Honestly, I look at NXT, there's people that should be called up way before this guy. I don't care, but they're old. Yeah, well, call them up then. What if your argument is the likes of Trick Williams or Obafemi or Tony D'Angelo, if your argument is they shouldn't be called up over Siobhan Evans because they're old, then what the fuck? Why should they be kept on NXT then, the development brand? It's either call them up or release them. You've got two fucking options.
If your logic is they're old, then everybody who's old should be fucking gone. Look at the state of the main event scene, man. What a bunch of jobbers. And Siobhan Evans, it should be the format going forward where you push the young talent. But you're right, he fucking sucks. And Trick Williams should have been called up probably before Randy Orton was teasing a wee turn on fucking Cody Rhodes, and that's years ago, man. No, but look at Braun Breaker, right, and Carmelo Hayes. How long were we saying, even they're getting called up like 18 months too late? Now they've been on the main roster for years, and it's shit.
Now, yes, Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker they've dropped the ball. I mean, at least Braun Breaker at the beginning was looking like he could have done something. Carmelo Hayes, they've never given him the ball. He's like the running back, but they're just every play they're throwing it. No one can sit here and tell me that Siobhan Evans has a higher potential or has more going for him than Carmelo Hayes. He just doesn't. Carmelo Hayes has a much better fucking look. Carmelo Hayes is better in the ring, and Carmelo Hayes is better on the mic, and Carmelo Hayes got more charisma. There's not the only thing that Siobhan Evans has got over Carmelo Hayes is like he probably is more athletic, but that's not to say Carmelo Hayes isn't athletic. But Siobhan Evans is like one of the most athletic guys I think we've got on the roster right now, and he's younger. That's it.
Look at Solo Sikoa, right? He got called up under McMahon, and look how good Solo. He wasn't good, but look how much they built him up as like a main event deal. He was like the enforcer of the bloodline. He was like undefeatable. Remember when Cody Rhodes beat him in the build up to Mania 39? They made a big deal. Oh, look, he's fucking beat him. That's shocking. And then what happens is after WrestleMania 40, they're like, right, we're going to push him as like a threat for the world title. And what's happened since? Look at the state of him under Triple H's booking. How have you took a guy that actually felt like a reasonable sized deal into a meal deal? Managing a group called the MFTs.
Not even a Tesco meal deal, he's like an Aldi meal deal at this point. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's your SmackDown ratings. This show fucking sucks. Till next time, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we're going to get some channel membership content on the go, so If you want to become a channel member, please do. There's tiers there. I can't even remember what the tiers are. We're going to go and review the tiers, so...
Another thing. Next, this Friday. Where is it? Perth.
Right.
Begins at 5 AM. What do you think the rating's going to be?
Oof. Yeah, no, but it won't begin at 5 AM. It'll just be taped.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yes.
Alright, then we'll have to wait and see. Leave it.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Am I sure? You think they're going to put SmackDown on the USA Network at 5 fucking AM?
Well, I see a bunch of Americans saying I'm not setting my alarm for that time.
They're probably talking about the actual.
Well, either or, right? Taped or live, they're under. It's under a mil. I guarantee.
Well, the PLE has to be live. They can't be like, oh, premium taped event.
No, they were saying like, if they think I'm staying up for both shows, I'm not. Or setting my alarm for both shows, I'm not. Either or, I think next week is going to be under a mil. I'm going to guess 940.
Go home shows used to be good. Now they're like the weakest show. Well, every show's shite now, but now the go home shows are literally like because in the go home shows you always expect it, like the main guys are always there, but you always expected something big to happen because it was like the final opportunity for McMahon to sell pay-per-views. Raw and SmackDown, it was a final. If you hadn't bought the pay-per-view or if you weren't going to buy it, that was their final chance to grab you and get you to part ways with like $50 of your money. But see now, it's like the go-home shows are like some of the weakest shows that you'll ever get, the laziest shows that you ever get.
You know you've got your money.
The go-home shows are basically just recapping what's happened in the past 4 weeks.
And also, you get like the odd match that wasn't good enough for a pay-per-view, like the tag titles. You'll get DIY versus Motor City Machine Gun,
and they'll tag it as like a PLE level quality match. Because it wasn't good enough to get on the PLE, you dumbass.
See, in 2025, no match is good enough for a pay-per-view. So see the matches that are actually left off the pay-per-view. How bad are they?
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it. Till next time. Peace.